Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to the channel. This is Damsel in Distress Tarot. This is going to be our weekly spiritual guidance and advice. We're going to start with the zodiac moon. We're going to see what we need to know. What's the theme for this week? What do we need to work on? Eclipse in Taurus 26, reevaluation, a change of heart. So for some of us, we might be working on something where maybe it doesn't work and we've got to kind of step outside of our comfort zone, or we've got to try something new and reevaluate what is and what isn't working, especially in love, practical matters, and things that really do matter in the long term. So, whether that's working towards financial goals and stability, working towards some sort of love relationship that maybe is better suited for us, or evaluating what does and doesn't work to kind of make a decision to go forward, you might be changing your mind on something. All right, way too many. We have two more that fell out, so we'll take those two. All right, we have Moon in Libra, 19, love. Bring peace to your life and your relationships will flourish. This might be where you have a change of heart. So I do feel like there could be some love stuff that's going on. Your love reading will be up by the time this one is posted. So I do think that you need to work on you and what is working and what isn't working. Kind of take stock of what's going on and decide if some things need to change or if things are going well. And so almost like making a pro and con list where you have to decide, is this what I want? Is this not what I want? Is this working? Is this not working? And decide what maybe needs some actual fine tuning. So bring peace to your life and your relationships will flourish. I feel like if you are operating in a place of chaos, you need to find some balance as well, especially in love. Moon in Virgo, 18, contentment. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So I feel like there is some sort of happiness that's coming into your life where you feel complete, where you feel content with things. But I do think that you need to make sure that you're taking good care of yourself this week, that you might need to focus on practical matters like taking good care of your health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, emotional health. Check in with yourself. Are things going well, or does something need a little bit of fine tuning? Let's see what we have from the animals. What kind of messages do we need from the animal guides? All right, the ray. Counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. There could be some gossip around. There could be some people that are talking behind your back. Well, they're behind you for a reason, so go forward in a new direction. That might also be where you have a change of heart, where you realize, this isn't what I want. There's a lot of drama, and so cut your losses and move forward, and that's where you find some balance. The spider. Travel will open up new possibilities and one special connections. Maybe you need a break from everything. Maybe you're going to take a trip somewhere. Maybe you're going to evaluate whether things are working or whether things aren't, and that you might be making some new connections when you travel. So that can also be important. The parrot. Let sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. You might be doing something where you're making yourself over. Maybe you're going to change your appearance. Maybe you're going to change your hair, change your makeup if you wear makeup, change your clothes, change your outward appearance in some way. And so that kind of helps to revitalize your energy. Sometimes, especially when I worked in hair, I was a hairstylist for years. We would have people, in the summer, especially women would like highlight their hair, go a lot lighter for the summer. And then towards the fall, it would be very different, right? You're going into more darker, more earthy tones, things like that. So you could be definitely changing up your appearance. There could be change internally that's going on. We have Mercury in retrograde that's starting, so there's going to be a lot of communication hiccups and things like that. But some things are starting to change, right? As the seasons change, we tend to change a little bit too. We're out in the sun less, so maybe we're starting to do more self-care because we're going to be at home more. Things are changing. The leaves start to turn colors. So change is inevitable, and it's something that we really need to embrace. All right, let's see. What do we have going on from the star seeds? What do we need to know this week? Trust the timing. Trust the wave that you came in on. Timing is not running out. So important that we trust the time that things actually happen, especially divine timing. that you need to realize that where you are is exactly where you're meant to be, and that you're not meant to necessarily be someplace else, because if you are, Spirit's going to guide your steps to get you there. So always believe that you are exactly where you're meant to be at exactly the right time. And I always like the analogy of watching like a falling star. You have to be in exactly the right spot at the right time and looking in that direction to see it. So you are being guided to where you need to be at the right time. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a living prayer. So live your life for you, be happy, and go positive, and go be positive in the world. If I could get the words out, you guys know I'm always tripping over my own tongue. So devotion, potency, and make your life a living prayer. So be devoted to your purpose and live your life with purpose and potency. So make it count every single day. Star keepers, cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Grounding your energy, meditating, prayer can all be very helpful things, especially spiritually speaking, to where you feel like you're in tune, to where you feel balanced, to where the little things that would normally irritate you, you can just kind of brush them off because you feel more centered, you feel more balanced. So I think that that's definitely something that you might need to work on as well. What do we have from the angels? Thank you, angels. What do we need to know this week? Thank you very much. 3 exactly. Love it when that happens. Oop, if I could hold the cards today. All right, spiritual growth. So that's the whole reason why I post spiritual messages, is because we're here to learn, we're here to grow. And Earth is our classroom, so we need to believe that it is something that we're here to learn and develop and grow as a soul, and that we have purposes that we need to fulfill, and that this is part of our soul growth and development until we return to the other side. And then it's like, we're going to go through all these tests and things to see how far we've come. How much have we learned before we actually go back to the other side? So there's a lot of self-acceptance that I feel like we're learning how to do. And that might be something that has been a challenge for you, is to accept yourself, faults and all, accept the hiccups, accept the being tongue-tied, the not being able to communicate, all the things, right? Except that maybe, you don't look the way that maybe society tells us that we have to, or that you're not doing the things that society views that we should do, right? So we have to learn to accept ourselves, and self-acceptance, self-love, all of those things are part of our learning and our growth spiritually. And that once we really truly resonate with who we are and we accept ourselves, all parts, flaws and all, that's when we truly come into alignment. So I feel like part of your spiritual growth this week is on learning to accept yourself, faults and all. I don't typically edit out the goof ups in my videos because this is me. This is my true authentic self, and it took me 43 years to love the person that I am, and no one's going to make me feel less than I am because I've worked my butt off to get to this point. So learning to love yourself is a freeing experience. It also shows other people that they can be courageous and that they can love themselves, faults and all, and that we don't all have to be a supermodel, that we don't all have to be perfect, that we can just be us and it's totally okay. Trust in the universe. So I feel like there are some big lessons that are unfolding for us this week, and that this is telling us that we need to trust that there's a divine plan, that we need to trust that Source always has our back. And if we feel like we're a little bit alone, then we can ask our angels to help us, and we can ask our guides to come in and show us more support. Ask and you will receive. I promise they will show you, but be specific. It helps them to deliver. What messages do we have from our ascended masters? Master Buddha, increased awareness, a deep connection, and trust your inner voice. So listen to your intuition. If that feels like it's hard to do, then you need to ground your energy and you need to meditate. Clear your mind of all the crazy things that always go on, overthinking, things like that, and just breathe. Take some deep breaths, sit and relax, and see what kind of comes to mind, but always trust your intuition. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right because an important lesson is unfolding, and I do think this is about your personal soul growth and development. Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. If you don't see a lot of light in the world, it means that you are the light for others. And sometimes we have to believe that there is still good in the world. Let's see how we raise the vibration. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. So this is important that we all have a purpose that we're here to fulfill and that we need to go after that. So what are the things that light you up? What are your passions? You need to find a way to follow through with some of those things. Go after those. You were given those for a reason. I promise you it's part of your calling and it's part of your purpose on why you're here. That's what I have for your spiritual guidance this week. I hope something resonates. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.